3, 2.
That's all right. Hey, everybody. Hey, this is an awesome night. I know you already know. You already have the energy coming. It's Tuesday night. A lot of people are excited about what you're about to hear tonight. I know I'm excited because every time I listen to this and from the great leaders we have, I hear new information. So I want you to know right now tonight, you're going to hear some great information that's going to resonate with you, some things that you might have questions about. And if you do, get with the person that shared this with you. But we're going to make it very short and quick and to the point tonight. And then you're going to be able to hear from all the great people tonight that are a part of Wealth Generators. So right now, I want to introduce you to the incredible people that we have on the phone, which are our host, Jonathan Schlossberg. Jonathan has been in this business for quite a long time. He's also helped many companies grow in their internet marketing space. We also have Michelle. Michelle has also been in the network marketing space for about 19 years. And by the way, she started when she was 19 years old. So you could say she probably knows what she's talking about. So I want to introduce you to both of them. And tonight, I want you to be ready and put your CEO cap on. And all of a sudden, right now, there it goes, Jonathan. It's all you, brother.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm going to drop you down, Jason. And Michelle, before we let you go down, I want you to introduce yourself because you're a part of something that's absolutely incredible. And I want to start this off from the beginning. And so you're one of the original members of Women of Wealth. And so I want you to take just a minute and talk about that and share and why it's so powerful.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you to every single one of you that is here with us tonight. We are truly blessed to have you here and, just for taking some time out of your evening to listen to a powerful message that we're about to share with you. I am here with this wonderful movement that we have going here with Wealth Generators, and I'm a part of this great, awesome team that we have of women. It's the Women of Wealth, and I have to say that I'm absolutely pumped and excited to be a part of this because we have so many leaders in this movement, and it's something that it's like nothing I've ever seen before. And once we get into the meats and potatoes later on tonight and you realize the great opportunity that you have here, just having this group of women to support you during this journey is just, it's a blessing. It's a blessing in disguise because here you can absolutely just be yourself. You can be brand new or you can be seasoned, but we just have all the support that, I'm so grateful. Every single day, every day we keep seeing more and more women join us and just, so many people, we just keep seeing so many breakthroughs and people doing things, coming out of their comfort zones and, just sharing everything that they're doing every single day. So I do have to say that it makes us different. And, any women watching this tonight, we hope that you decide to become a part of this movement with us.
Thank you so much, Michelle. And I have to say, just to briefly just cap on that, like it has been so incredible seeing you. My wife is a part of that and one of the founders of it. And seeing the empowerment of all the women in the group is incredible. But the thing I want to touch on before I drop you down and we jump into this, and I want you all to know we are going to respect your time. We are going to have a lot of fun here today. We may laugh, we may giggle. They're going to be coming back up to share some of their insights as well. And at the end of all of this, you're going to have a lot of information that's going to expand your mind, and you're going to be offered a extremely reasonable offer. That's what I promise you today. We'll have some fun, you'll learn some things, and you'll have an offer. And if it works for you, great. And if it doesn't work for you, that's awesome too. You should definitely thank the person that invited you here. So before I drop you down, Michelle, I want to touch on the fact percentage, 82% of six-figure earners that are women come from the home-based business arena, come from direct sales. And I think that is so huge. And you, Michelle, and the Women of Wealth are just continuing to fuel that movement, and it's so exciting. So I want to say thank you as a husband and a father for all that you all do to make our lives better. And so, of course, I'm going to drop you down, and then I'm going to bring up to get this show started. All right, guys, I am so excited. As you may have heard, we are actually Occupy Wealth. We are an incredible movement that is here to change lives, to challenge the status quo. And what I want you to do now is to let me know that you're ready, because we're going to jump into this. We're going to touch on some really important aspects. So if you all are ready for us to jump into this and put the pedal to the metal, do me a favor and just type in ready into the screen so I can see that we are ready to go and get this thing going. Awesome. All right, I've got them coming in, so we're gonna jump into this right now. So what we are going to talk about today is the pursuit of financial freedom. And the pursuit of financial freedom is something that seems elusive, that people are striving to get to because they're stuck in a job or they're stuck in something that they're grinding away, working paycheck to paycheck, or hoping to find that mythical unicorn to be free, to have the time, to have the ability to do what they want in life. Today, we are going to give you 3 of the key pillars that are going to show you exactly what you need to get this. See, the fact is these 3 pillars that we're about to talk about are the secrets that the wealthy hold. They hold them close, they hold them dear, and they don't share them because they don't want to level the playing field. Fact is, there are more people in this world wishing they had more wealth than there are wealthy people out there today. So, the 3 pillars sitting right in front of you are the keys to your kingdom. I like to call them the 3 legs of a stool. Pillar number 1 is information. Pillar number they all say pillar number 1 because they're all important. All right, well, that's a technical goof on my part, but pillar number 2 is systems, and pillar number 3 is leverage. And we're going to talk about pillar number 1 first, information. See, information is the currency in today's world. When you have the information, you're able to use it to your advantage. You can talk about the people that have all the inside information when it comes to businesses and stocks and trading. If you have the inside information into a team that might have an injured player, all of that information comes into play. And so when you have this information, it gives you a leg up. Now, tell me this and tell me if you agree. And if you agree with this, I want you to type in agree as we're going through it. That to have a 6-figure income or to have a 7-figure income, you need to have 6- and 7-figure information, right? Are we agreeing with that? Awesome. Yes, awesome. Awesome. I am seeing it. That is so fantastic. Cool. These are just coming in. Fantastic. So, as that is going on, what you have to realize when it comes to the information is that the poor don't have this information. The average don't have it. The wealthy control it. And when it comes to the poor and the average, the majority of them don't actually want to take the time to be able to get the information to access those things. So when you can get access to the information, which is what you're going to get here tonight, you're going to be able to take the first step to creating your own freedom. Pillar number 2 would be systems. And systems are important. Systems work whether it rains, whether it snows, whether you're personally having a bad day, it doesn't matter. Systems create success. Now, we can all agree, McDonald's does not have the best burger. Starbucks has a good cup, but not the best cup of coffee. But they have systems in place that they know exactly what they're going to do, exactly how they're going to do it, and that's how they've created billion-dollar franchises. So when you can implement a system, which is exactly what we have here, that you will begin to be able to create the success that other massive billion-dollar companies have, other 6- and 7-figure earners have. Systems are a fact. I learned this about a week ago, that McDonald's actually tracks the cars that go by, and they know exactly when they're going to be in profit mode and what it's going to take for them to do. It is absolutely incredible. And I want to do this real quick. Before we move on to leverage, I want to bring up Jason because this man loves to talk about systems. He is so excited about this. And so, Jason, I want you to kind of just briefly talk about this because you have this right on.
Well, first of all, systems are so important. Turn it on. Sorry, we have some malfunction. I had my other phone on. Can you hear me okay?
I hear you great.
Okay, great. Systems are so important because, every day that you're having to work or anything that you're having to do, it's because that's your time. Well, how do you get your time back? You have a system in place to be able to give you the time back. And that's what we have here. We have a way for it to work for you at all times, 24/7, not 9 to 5, 24/7. And systems are so important today. And if you know me, I've been in the industry for many years, 2 decades. But this is the one thing that you don't know. I used to do belly to belly. That's all I did. Here, we have systems in place to be able to touch everybody in the world. And I'm sure, Jonathan, you're going to tell them in a second how many countries we're in and let them take it from there. But thank you very much.
I might just break up that. I might give them that news. I don't know. I'm not sure yet, but
I might be too far ahead.
And I mean, I think it's so important. Look, you realize you have systems when you go to bed. You brush your teeth, you go to the bathroom, you put on your pajamas. You know, it makes it work so you can go to sleep. You have systems like during your day or how to drive your car. You know, you can't start the car before you open the door. We have systems in place that are going to help you use these 3 pillars to actually create the financial freedom that you may want. And you actually might be sitting here going, how is that even possible? Then that's the perfect frame of mind that you're supposed to be in right now, because now you're getting the chance to absorb it. Now, as we're doing it, and Jason, I'm going to drop you down. As you're hearing this, it's actually opening up a possibility in your brain to take something new in that you might not have known before. See, you don't know what you don't know, and you don't know what you don't know that you don't know. And that sounds ridiculous, but think about that. You really don't. Moving on, leverage. Oh man, this thing I have literally come to love. When you can create leverage in your life, it allows you to create scale. It allows you to actually do the things that you want to do in life. J.D. Rockefeller, icon in the industry, huge. I mean, and John Paul Getty, the two incredible human beings, entrepreneurs, they both essentially said the exact same thing. They would rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of their own. And that makes total sense. If you think about it, like if you have 100% of your own and you're doing something and all of a sudden you slip and you like hurt your arm or cut your arm and can't use your hand, right? And then you're stuck because you can't work. What are you going to do? But if you get 1% of 100 people's efforts, you're still getting 100% of effort, but you're leveraged in case something falls out, if something doesn't work. I look at it for me as when I was waiting tables. I made the money when I was working. I made the money on the tables in my section. But the owner of the restaurant made money when I was waiting tables, when the other servers were waiting tables, when the bartender was waiting tables. He leveraged all of us so that he could go out and live the life of luxury that he wanted to live. And see, I want you guys to understand, and I didn't tell you my story in the get-go because I got so excited to jump into this, but I want you to know as you're listening to this, as you're hearing about these 3 pillars, that like I was exactly in your shoes and who you were. Not long ago, 4 years ago, I was waiting tables and bartending, with a newborn baby, looking for a better way out, looking for a way to have something happen that I could actually change in my life because I knew there was more. I knew there was something else. It couldn't just be like what I had. And the fact is I opened myself up and I found it. And so if you're sitting here in that exact same position tonight and you're looking at this for the first time or a second time and you're hoping and praying that there's something else, let me tell you, that's where I was. And it opened up a door for me, and it has created more in my life than I could ever explain in this short period. So I want you to know that I relate. I get it. All right. With leverage, here's the last thing I want to leave you with. Companies and jobs don't give you leverage. They teach you how to be a good employee. They teach you how to follow direction and how to punch a clock. But they don't teach you how to create financial freedom. They don't teach you how to create leverage in your life. And that is important. One of the greatest entrepreneurs ever said this quote: "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you are going to work until the day you die." And can I get people that sit there, and want to find a way out? Absolutely. It is so powerful. This man, Warren Buffett, creates more leverage, finds more money working for him. He said, compounding your money is the most powerful thing. Imagine compounding your money and compounding your time. Now, I want to bring Michelle and Jason both back up and hear from them and get their points of view on what we've been talking about so far. Because this stuff, I can spout it out all day, but these are people that are you know, experiencing it just the same.
Michelle, it's all you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Absolutely. So one of the things, I was actually having a conversation with someone the other day, and we were talking about systems and, you know, really what's going on in our times today. You know, as we were growing up, we were programmed to think that, you know, as soon as we graduated from high school, you know, we all had to go to college and then find a corporate job, and then that was pretty much it. You retire and you die. I mean, that's really the sad truth, you know. And you know, what the sad part about things and the way that people are programmed is, even not that I'm trying to bash the colleges and the universities, but even they have this system where, you know, so many students and people that come out of there with so much debt. They don't even really teach you real life experiences to really make you a successful entrepreneur or to really live life. You know, so many young people come out of there, you know, they have all this debt. And then the job market is just, it's crazy, because even nowadays with a degree, you can't even find a job that will allow you to pay off that student debt. And then on top of that, your living expenses. So it's just, it's a really sad situation in terms of where we are today and the way that we're programmed. And now, you know, right now we're sharing something with you that you can potentially change that. If you're one of those people that are in that current situation where maybe you are in college, or maybe you went to college, or maybe you didn't go to college, and you're just trying to figure out a way to make ends meet, you know, to survive and provide for your family, we have a great system in place. And then on top of that, we also have this great opportunity to allow you to be able to actually live a life of freedom where, you know, you can literally be making money while you sleep. So I mean, I can't wait for you to hear more of what we have to share, but really, you know, really consider and take into consideration what we're going to share with you is extremely important. And I'm really excited for you to hear what, you know, the rest of the information that we're going to share with you tonight.
I love it. Jason?
Well, hey, I mean, you're 100% right, Michelle. You know, the thing is being able to have what we have in place as a formula in anything you do in life. If you want to just live it, you know, however you want to live it, just hope it sticks. We have a formula and a system in place. As you can see, you're hearing from the people that have done it before, and that's why we put this together, so you can have a system and a formula in place to be able to grow anything you're going to do, not just here, but everything. But what's great about what we have here is already in place. You don't have to go think about it, you know, rebuild the wheel. It's already done for you.
Awesome. I mean, you guys couldn't have said it better. And I mean, Michelle, when you were talking about, you know, college is setting you up, like millennials nowadays, we were just talking about this, and you got to tell me if you guys agree, like millennials and those that are just coming out of college, they're like finally coming to the realization that it's not get a job right out of college. I mean, how many are, you know, stuck working at Starbucks because they have a great degree and they're not able to actually do anything with it because the economic system and the system that we put in place in our society is essentially broken, and it's a shame, and nobody wants to like talk about the elephant in the room. And so I think that's so huge. So thank you. I'm going to jump back in and keep going, but guys, we can talk about this all day long. But the biggest thing that I want to say to you is that, and tell me if you agree, that documentation beats conversation all day. And so we're going to start getting into who we are, what we're about, what we do. And this is where we're getting into the meat of things. So everything before this was giving you a frame around it, is giving you an education and opening your mind and expanding it. And now we're going to step through the window. Yes and yes. And that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to talk about what we are and who we are. See, we are a 3-year proven track record history. We have an independent third-party auditor, which is huge. It doesn't matter what we say. All day long we could talk about it, but it's what other people are able to verify that's important. We are a publicly traded company, which is huge if you look back at the independent third-party auditor. Because we are publicly traded, we have the scrutiny. We follow the guidelines. And then moving on, as Jason touched on before, we are in 73 countries right now worldwide. We are a global company, and we are expanding. And we are in a market that is a $5 trillion a day market. $5 trillion. That is leaps and bounds bigger than just the New York Stock Exchange, if anybody is wondering the size of it. So, we are wealth generators. And that is just the perfect name for what we're going to get into. What Wealth Generators is all about, and I love this, is we help people find, we help people grow, and we help people keep their money. And then we do a fourth thing. We help people enjoy their money. And that's where it gets really exciting. So I'm going to go in now, and this is where you're going to really see the meat, the engine under the hood. We're going to talk about everything that Wealth Generators offers. We're going to talk about the products. We're going to go in depth so you have an understanding about it. So the find is huge. See, the find is where you're able to locate the money that you didn't know you have. And so WG Money and WG University are those two things. See, what WG Money is and WG University, it's a financial education tool where it's designed to relieve your debt and improve your money behaviors. They are done by Ross Jardine, and if you haven't heard of Ross Jardine, I highly recommend you Google him. He is America's money mentor. He literally coaches millionaires. To get access to him, I don't even think $100,000 would get you private coaching with Ross Jardine. And so what he has done, specifically and only with Wealth Generators, is he has gone and created video series and educational series in and around the cash flow area, debt freedom, financial tips and tools. Then there's more videos around money and media and how to financially secure yourself and build a foundation. And all these videos are consumable in 3-4 minute videos. So you're taking in little bite chunks. And then WG University, also 4-minute video modules where they're going to talk about financial education, Forex, money talk. Ross Jardine does a monthly hosted webinar that you get to go in and watch and continue your financial education. And here's what's important about that. 92% of Americans don't have a financial awareness or fitness. They carry debt. They're paying 22% on a credit card charge. They're still paying off their college loans, and they don't know how to get out from under the giant mountain. What this educational tool does, what this system here does, is helps you relieve all that pressure and gives you a roadmap out. Now, the grow is what I like to call the sexy section. Everybody wants to grow their money. So we are in the currencies, equities, and startups, and we are also in the cryptocurrency mining sector. I'm going to talk about that later, but these are what we're going to talk about, and I really want you to pay attention because these right here are what are going to really, really open your eyes to what you have for you. So Rise is what I like to call the set it and forget it. It is 100% automated. It is an AI auto trader in the Forex market. It has, and this, I'm going to say this on the front end, past performance does not guarantee future results, but it has, over a 12-month period, averages a 3 to 5% return compounded monthly over that 12-month period. So you put your money in, you leave it in there, and it just goes by. I want people to start putting in, anybody that has a Rise account, start putting in what your return has been and the amount of time that you've had it in. I know for me personally, in just about 8 months, I've had almost a 19% return on my deposit, and I haven't done anything on it. And I love this. This is like our flagship product. This is literally like, you just put it there, you forget about it, and you come back. Oh my gosh. Like, and if you know what compounding is, if you've never done the math on compounding, you have to. Right now, write this down. Google compounding calculator and find out the power of compounding. It goes to the old adage, would you rather have $1 million today or a penny that doubles for 30 days? I'm not going to give you the answer, but you can probably figure it out because the power of compounding is what will set you free. I promise you. So that is the first flagship product. Then we have FX1, which is amazing. It is a trading platform. It has a smaller barrier of entry where you can get an account starter for $100 to $200, where what you're doing 4 nights a week You're with the experts, professionals who have been trading in the Forex industry, where you're sitting there following exactly what they're saying, and you're trading in the binary options and the Forex alerts. And so you're going to follow these live trades, and you're going to do that. And then you can also get email alerts on these trades. Here's what's crazy with this. Last month, they had a 72% win ratio. 72%. If you had gotten in and started doing that, imagine what that would have done on just staying in there and putting your time in and doing it. And this is something that you want to be on top of. It's semi-automatic. You don't just set it and forget it. You go in and you follow what they say. Then there's FX Accelerator. That, just like Rise, has a $500 minimum to start it, but it uses a proprietary AI auto trader that you can actually shut off and turn on that lets you get in and out of your trades, although it is still fully automated. And then the WG equities, this is really playing big. This is for someone that wants to do it. It's a higher barrier of entry. Start off at around 5,000 and you can scale from there, where you're in the stock markets and the securities. And you've got fully hands-on, you are in there doing it, where we have training for it, but that gives you the ability to get into that market. And then startups. This is so cool, and nobody has what we have with this. What we have is Mark Makowski, who is one of the lead startup research knowledge guys who does all the research on startups and rates them for what they're doing. He works with us, and we have, as you all know, what crowdfunding is. So this is startups with crowdfunding, except you're not going to get a t-shirt and a thank you for contributing, or a fidget cube and a thank you for contributing. When you put into the startup, you actually own a piece of the pie. You actually are essentially a shareholder in that company. So say you had gotten involved in an Alibaba, say you had gotten involved in a Google or a Facebook, just by putting 100, 500, $1,000 in to see what would happen. Imagine what would have happened to you if that was available then. That's what startups are. And then, not part of this, but we also have crypto mining. We are releasing that very shortly, and it is amazing. I look at this as if you have found the golden goose. See, there are people out there that are going to talk about how they're getting 1% a day, and they're doing all this, and they're trading, and I think that is excellent. And I will say, if you're going to do that, just make sure you do your homework. But the power behind what we're offering you blows them away. See, for them, they find a golden goose, they trade it for 2 cows, when then they trade it for 4 pigs, and then they go back to try to get a second egg, right? Imagine having the actual golden goose. With our crypto mining, you actually lease a machine that goes out and finds all of the cryptocurrencies, finding multiple different kinds, and then every day at the end of the day, it turns it into Ethereum and drops it directly into your wallet. Every day. We had people alpha testing it, showing their results, and they were every day gaining Ethereum, gaining Ethereum, gaining Ethereum. It is so powerful because you actually have the machine that is yours, and everything that comes from it is yours. So those are the grow. Those are the sexy. Those are the powerful. And what I want to do is let you know, as you're looking at this, about the product performance. Someone wants to type in wealthgenerators.com/performance. That's where you can go to actually see all the results that have been happening with all of these products. It's amazing. But guys, I want to bring up Jason and Michelle to get some of their thoughts on this, because I know that they're itching to talk about all these products that they have their fingertips on. All right, Jason will be up in a second.
Michelle, you go ahead.
Okay, so I think this is just absolutely amazing because, you know, in all the years that I've been involved in other opportunities, I've never seen anything that offers so much value. And I mean, this is not just, I mean, I could say value, but that's really under it's an understatement, really. Because talking to other people, I've had other clients, in other jobs and things that I've done in the past. And, I've dealt with people that are literally like multi-millionaires, and they pay thousands upon thousands of dollars just to have access to just a little piece of what we get here. Product after product, information after information. And the best part that I like about this, though, is that you don't need to be a millionaire. You don't need to have a ton of money to even be a part of something like this. You could literally be someone that has just $500, or even just starting with like $150, $200. You don't have to be a millionaire to own a piece of the pie. And you start, and then you start putting more money into it as you start earning money. And I mean, this is just really exciting. When I saw this for the first time, I couldn't believe it. I thought that we only would get access to just one piece of it, and then we had to pay a fee for every single product line. But when I found out that it was a package as a whole, I was blown away. I mean, literally, it's beyond, like, there's nothing like it out there.
Awesome. Jay?
Hey, man, you get a chance to deposit your money to let it grow, but I want you to say these 3 words: solid, consistent, and dependable. One more time. Solid, consistent, and dependable. When you're talking about our flagship, which is Rise, which he shared with you, and all the other great services that we can offer you so you can deposit your hard-earned money, you're talking about something you feel very comfortable with, not something that you feel like is a major risk. And if you really understand Rise, and definitely talk to the person that shared this with you, but I really want you to understand that this is something that is very powerful, and it's long-term. Long-term. And that, to me, is a very, very powerful movement in me and my family's life. And that's why I feel so excited sharing it with everybody, because, just like Michelle said, there's so many different things that you can deposit your money in, but your money's going to grow. And that right there is what we all need, because we work so hard for our money. So thank you very much, Jonathan. And great
Awesome.
Information, Michelle.
Thank you so much. I'm going to drop you guys down and keep going. So as they're going down, I want you to think about a couple things. One, if you look at where you put your money, most Americans have their money in a savings account. And I want you to think about that. A savings account, they get excited. They'll send you in the mail a flyer that says you can get 1.01%, return a year. A year. We're saying 3 to 5% compounding a month. Now, past profits don't guarantee future results. I have to say that. But think about that. If you're getting 1% a year, you really need to think about that, and here is why. The rate of inflation is growing faster than the amount that your money is returning in that account. You're actually losing money. So it's actually hurting you. And the next thing to think about, because I know I was in this boat a while ago, is I kept saying, I'll start when I have. I'll start when I have $5,000. I'll start when I have $10,000. I'll start when. You know what? It's a proven fact through studies that when people say, I'll start when I have X amount, they never get started. It's the people that only have the $100 to put it in, because they don't have the 1,000, and they start working at that rate and start building up. Those are the ones that access this, that start creating the wealth when they take action. So the thing that you need to think about, that I highly implore you to think about, is if not today, when? And now we're going to get into the last part, the keep, because if you don't start, this makes no difference. But what we have is a product that's actually going to help you keep more of your money. We have Deductor, and what that is, it is essentially a financial tracking system that fits in your pocket. It will track your budgeting for your business or your personal account. It will keep track of your financial expenditures. It will send you reports. It is a robust system. Plus, it will give you over 400 tax deductions that you may not have known about, or your accountant probably didn't even know about. And here's the kicker. Just by accessing all these things and doing that, you actually get a tax write-off just for actually starting a home-based business. Now, some of you may be looking at for that, and some of you may be looking at the products and saying, you know what? I strictly want to be a customer. Awesome. These products all work the same, and they all help you with your financial fitness, finding, keeping, and growing, and then enjoying your money. So this is the all-in pack. This is what we've been talking about. This is the whole kit and caboodle. It comes with every single thing that we talked about except for the cryptocurrency mining, which is a separate package. And I'm going to list them. WG Money and WG University, giving you financial fitness. Rise, the auto trader, set it and forget it and watch your money compound. FX1, get in there, get dirty. You can make $50 to $200 a day just by following the experts. FX Accelerator, Forex Builder, WG Equities, the startups, which is so cool to get a piece of the pie of something that just started. I mean, just imagine that. And then Deductor, the ways to help you become financially fit and keep your money. That is the all-in pack. Now, here's the thing. When you go to McDonald's, you don't go and buy a burger and then buy a soda and buy the fries. You get the combo meal. That's what we have here. This is your combo meal because it is by far and away the best deal that you're going to get in town for all of those products. $199 a month. I'm going to say that again. $199 a month. Just singularly, one of those products is worth that, which I think is absolutely amazing. But they have put this together because the mission of the company is to help set people financially free. But the next question is, and you probably see it, and I'm pointing off because I have a side screen here so I can see it big. $199 a month. Or what does it say under it, guys? What does it say under it? I want you to type it in now. That's right. Yep, I'm seeing the comments happen. Free. Oh, my goodness. You guys can't even see it because it didn't pop it up. So can we have a little bit of fun by me goofing this up? Let me add that back in. I just told you everything and I didn't even show it to you. Jason's sitting there screaming at me going, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's right. Hey, look, it's happened. It's technology. I'm going to go right back here. I told you all about the keep, right? We talked about it. This is Deductor, all right? This is the all-in pack, and I apologize for you not seeing it, but this is it right here. Now we're going to get into $199 a month. That's it. $199 a month for all of this, or free. And yes, the freeze, even though you couldn't see it on the screen and I was pointing to it and it wasn't there, you guys are rocking. Awesome. So here's what it is. All you got to do is refer 3 people, and after the first month, your all-in product is free forever, right? As long as you've referred 3 people that are using the product, it's free. Now, here's the thing. You don't have to. You can pay for it. You're welcome to. You can use FX1 and actually do those trades and actually make enough to pay for your subscription. But I know people out there that are going to get results. I know people out there that like free. I know people out there that are going to sit there and go, well, I can't shut up about this because I just deposited and I've had 19% return in 8 months. I've got to tell someone, right? So the question is who do you know that would benefit from one of the products? Who would benefit from finding more money or getting financially fit? Do you have a best friend? Do you have a mother-in-law? Do you have a cousin? Do you have a significant other that could actually benefit from these products? I know for me, I know a lot of people. I like to help people. So then I go and tell them about this. That's it. But here's the thing that's cool. And this is where we're going to have a shift. Everything you've seen up to this point, I have been talking to you strictly as a customer. That's it. If you're not interested in anything other than these products and using it as a customer, then you can stop now and not move forward. But I implore you to open your ears, sit up, shake yourself out, woo! Because now we're going to get into something that is exciting. And in a little bit, I'm going to bring up Jason and Michelle for them to talk about this because I know how excited they get. I mean, what we're going to go into is amazing. Because here's the thing. We've showed you how to leverage your money on the front end. But how would you like to build a guaranteed income on the back? I want to get some heck yeahs and some guaranteed incomes. I want some stuff floating through the screen because if you all don't want to, we can just end this now. I mean, I know there's probably a few people that want to make a couple bucks, but if I could show you a way to make a guaranteed income, would you want to walk through that door? All right. Okay. I'm getting them. They may not be on the screen, but they're popping up here. See, if you end up referring 9 people total in your entire group, 9, you're going to guarantee yourself $500 a month. Now, I want you to understand that. That doesn't have to be 9 people that you specifically refer. And it doesn't have to be 9 people that want to build a business. It can be customers and people that want to build a guaranteed income. But here's the thing. All you have to do is bring on 3. Refer 3 people, and you are set free. That's what we call it, 3 and set free. Because once you've done that, you've unlocked the keys to the kingdom and the ability to earn a guaranteed income to infinity. So with 9, you are going to guarantee yourself $500 a month. They said back in 08 when, and I'm gonna get serious for a moment. Back in 08, in the housing crisis, $500 extra a month for a household would have saved a majority of the foreclosures in America. Just $500 a month. Like, think about that, what that would do for you. Is that going to totally set you free where you can go jump on a jet and do what you want? But is it going to cover a car payment and some bills? Is it allow you to get the extra groceries that you need? Is it going to allow you to take the trip home to visit someone for the holidays? Those are the things the $500 is going to do for you. Is it going to allow you to put a little bit away for the engagement ring? Like, think real things with that money. And then start to think a little bit bigger. Because this is about personal volume and group volume. And before I really go into the depth of that, I want to bring Jason up, and then I'm going to bring Michelle up, because I know Jason loves this more than anything. He gets so excited about this that it is absolutely crazy. So he might come up really excited if he does. All right. I figured you'd be screaming, man. Like, I was expecting roars.
Hey, man, I didn't want to over talk you, brother. I mean, of course I'm excited. I mean, when somebody can just have 3 people that they share with somebody that they grew their money and they're excited. Yeah, of course, you said it earlier. They're going to tell everybody they know. But where it says group volume right there, I call that leverage volume, because it creates leverage in your life. It creates leverage of freedom, free of time, free with your family, free with the things that you want right now that you're not getting. My question to everybody right now, who's trading time for money right now? Here, you get to get it all, time and money. So, Jonathan, brother, I mean, you're right. I get excited about it because you know what? Our company, our team, Pound Occupied Wealth, is going to help you achieve what you haven't been able to achieve, or you have, but we're going to be able to help everyone reach the financial goals that they want to reach here, because you get to grow your money and you get a guaranteed income on the back. To me, there's nothing better than that in a business model. So thank you, brother. It's all you.
Thank you, man. I love your vigor and excitement about it, because it's so cool. So thank you so much. All right, Michelle, I'm going to bring you up because I want to get your thoughts on this too. And from a woman's point of view, which is probably very different from a man's point of view, please tell me like how this excites you and like what we've been talking about.
Well, this is really exciting because although a lot of people might be thinking, well, $500, what's $500? I think $500 is it's a big deal. It really is, because $500 can go a long way in so many ways. If you're a mom, if you are, whether you're a single mom or you're a wife and, you want to be able to contribute to your household, just think that extra $500 can allow you to be able to, maybe take your kids on some, I don't know, take them to like a theme park or something. You can take them to the movies, have more family nights, which now is going to create more bonding time with your family. I mean, that extra $500 can literally save a marriage and keep a family together if you really think about it and you dig deep into it. Now, the other thing is, you might be asking yourself, well, I've never, maybe you've been a part of other opportunities and you've never been able to recruit one single person. What I can tell you, and something that's really different about our community here, is that we're going to help you. We are going to help you reach this level so that you can get to your $500 and beyond, and you don't have to be scared. It doesn't matter if you're experienced or non-experienced. Trust me, it's such a great opportunity because everybody wins here regardless of your expertise and your level. And women, let me tell you again, being a part of this wonderful group with the Women of Wealth, I can tell you right now that, the support and the education that we get here in our Women of Wealth team, there are people that actually pay money on a monthly basis for coaching services to help them. And you get all of this for free. This is all included when you become a member and you decide to join us. So, if you're here tonight, there's a reason why you were brought to this presentation, and you're meant to be here because it's time for you to change your life.
Boom. Awesome. Thank you, Michelle. I'm going to drop you down. And I cannot believe what they said, because that is so powerful. Michelle, that was amazing. Like, so powerful. I want you to think about something. For those of you that are looking to build a business, those of you that have been in this industry that know what it's like, here's the thing. As I said, 3 sets you free. Yes, you can bring on more personal people. Yes, it's highly suggested that you can do it. But it doesn't unlock anything new like other companies where you have that 4th, or you get the override, or blah, blah, blue. And on Sunday, if it's sunny at 4 p.m., you're going to get an additional 3%. No, it's strictly personal volume and group volume. So let's say I bring on other people. Well, I'm putting them under. And I'm putting them under because I'm a builder, and Jason's a builder, and Michelle's a builder. And when they bring on new people, they're putting on under. And so, yes, I benefit on what I do. You benefit on what I do. You benefit on what you do, and I benefit on what you do. It is amazing because the power is constantly growing up and up, and it's like fueling this incredible fire. And I want you to take it one step further. Say you've got a couple people out there that are so close to getting theirs free, or so close to getting their first $500 in the industry. You have the ability to give them to gift them something so that they can actually have success. And I'm not saying, don't teach a man to fish, but I'm saying you have the ability to be altruistic and actually in the industry for the first time help people create a guaranteed income, changing lives one day at a time. It is so amazing. In the short amount of time that we have been doing this, I have seen more people that have gone and gotten their product for free, started making $500 a month. There are 2 people that already have given their notice to their job. It has been incredibly powerful what we've been able to do with our Occupy Wealth team and our systems. So, this is the guaranteed income. I like to call it the upside down Christmas tree. All you have to do is bring on 3 people. That's it. End of day. And it goes from there. And then your job is to help people. And if you want to make a little bit more than $500 a month, sky's the limit. And here's the thing. It's not going to be just on your efforts. So when you have 27 people, that's going to get you 1,000. As your team starts to duplicate, 2,000 is just 67. We've had people in the first week or 2 already generating that. If you want to replace your job, give yourself a little time, make 6 figures a year, 333 people on a team. That's it. You know what? Before I go any further, I'm going to bring Jason back up. I can see him dancing in his seats. And he's going to talk about, because this man has had 100,000 people on his team. Jason, I want you to talk about the power of this compared to some of the companies you've been with.
Well, first of all, it's not about me. It's about having a model that lets you do that. And I said that earlier, Jonathan. It's about having a model where you can share with people what you're excited about, and then it just takes off. You might share it with somebody in Austin, Texas that leads us to the Philippines, and you share it from somebody in the Philippines to Guam. That's the power of what we have here. And everybody goes, well, how am I going to get 67 people? I will tell you this right now. Nobody will be able to move forward without helping you move forward. This company is about helping others. It was designed that way. And I'll tell you another big thing. If you look what Jonathan said, once you have 3, the company is paying your $199 a month for you. So if they're paying you $199 a month for you, then that means you have it again next month. That's why they can guarantee you an income. This is not like selling a home. You don't have to go sell a home, make your money, and then that's all you have. Then you have to go sell another home. Here, it's consistent. It's persistent. And it keeps going. And then it goes. And you cannot control it. When it takes off, you will not be able to control it. Because let me tell you something. As excited you are about growing your money, everybody else is too. And then once people are getting in this business and are growing their money and not paying anything more to have all these wonderful, incredible services that you're hearing about tonight with a guaranteed income, it's nowhere else. And that's what I love about, because I know it's not about me succeeding. It's not about Emily, my beautiful wife, succeeding. It's about everyone that says, you know what, I get it. And I'm tired of where I was. Look, let me ask you a question. If what you've been doing, if it's not working, should you keep doing the same thing? That's all I got to say. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Jay. Excuse me. And so I want to touch on something as we're moving on. You're going to be seeing some numbers here that in the moment, if this is new to you, may seem impossible. They're not. It's consistency over time. It's starting and taking bite by bite, step by step, where you can actually, over time, by working the systems, generate teams where you're helping them of this size. These numbers are in the industry, not big numbers for the size of the paycheck that you will get guaranteed month after month, year after year as you build this together. That's the power of what we're doing here. Last month alone, this number is what we brought into our team. 1,600 people joined our movement last month. Think about what we're going to do this month, next month, the following month. The question you have to ask yourself is do you want to be in front of this number that grows or behind the number? Because you don't want to look a year, 2 years, 5 years down the line and go, I woulda, coulda, shoulda. I could have just done it. If I would have just done it, we've all had those moments. If I just asked her out, if I hadn't eaten that piece of pizza, you know what I'm saying? Don't let one of these moments slip through your grasp because they come in your life so infrequently. So you have to ask yourself, are you ready for a better way? Because it's literally as easy as 1, 2, 3. You go all in, you get your 3, and you duplicate. And that's what we're here for. We're here with our systems and our training and our leadership to help you, to guide you, to mentor you. We don't expect you to come in here and start running and knowing everything. Our goal is to help everybody that comes on board get their product for free after the first 30 days. That's it. And then we're going to help thousands of families make an extra $500 a month. But the only way we can do it is if we help one at a time. So you're all in pack if you're looking to build a business, if you're looking to build a guaranteed income that can set you free. $279 the first month. It's $199, and then it is the one-time startup fee and then the activation fee, and then it is $199 a month until you get your 3 all-ins. That's it, folks. That's what you have. You have your hands right now on something bigger than you've probably ever seen before. And you may not even grasp it until you put your head on the pillow and you can't fall asleep because you start thinking about these products and what it can do for your life or what it could do for your family or what a little bit extra could do. Or you're miserable in your job and you want to find something else. Well, this is it. Sometimes you have to leap and know the net will appear. And guys, that's it. That's all I have. I want to bring Michelle and Jason up to just close us out. And I want to thank you all for being here. I am so grateful that you took your time to put yourself in a position that can further yourself in your life. So Jason and Michelle are coming up. Michelle, you'll be up first. And again, get back to the person that invited you here. If you don't do anything else, thank them.
That's all you said.
All right. So, guys, once again, it's a no-brainer. I mean, really, $279. I mean, just don't go to Costco for once and you literally can spend $279 at Costco buying all the little samples that they try to sell you. I mean, really, to change your life, really, it's a no-brainer. And, if you decide to join us, we want to welcome you to the team. And, we just want to crush it, close out the year with a bang and start 2018 with a bang. So thank you again for being here with us. And we hope that you enjoyed this wonderful information that we shared with you.
Amen. Michelle, great tonight. Great presentation. Thanks for all your wonderful information. And thanks for doing so many great things with women. But I will say this right now. This is almost a steal what Wealth Generators has given us. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't take advantage of this, you will get upset at yourself at a later time. I'm going to tell you, there's no way that you can grow your money like this and be able to have a guaranteed income. It's impossible. There's nothing out there. I've been looking for a long time. So if you have something, let me know. But I guarantee you, it's right here. So thank you very much, Jonathan. Wonderful presentation tonight, brother. Thank you.
Was such a treat to be here with you all. Thank you all for your leadership and your mentorship and your guidance and your wisdom. And that's it, folks. We're signing off.